You don't need 20 years, 401ks, or a trust fund to retire. If you can find one good real estate deal per year, you can be done in as little as 5 years if you focus on the right sequence. That's what I've helped hundreds of investors do, like Rachel, who became a millionaire several times over in just 5 years. She's an average, everyday young woman. Or Justin, who bought 36 units in his first year and shortly afterward quit his job. This isn't for just trust fund kids or Wall Street insiders. Instead, it's for everyday people who learn to play the game differently. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact sequence that they followed step by step. And it doesn't start with raising money or trying to impress a bank. Instead, it starts with finding a good deal. So step number one is to find the right kind of deal. So forget what you see on HGTV. The key to real estate wealth is not swinging hammers and flipping houses one at a time. No, it's in finding these mom and pop owned properties that are owned by sellers who are ready to retire. We're talking about flexible sellers who are ready to hang it up and move to Florida and play golf. And the good news is 10,000 boomers are turning 65 every single day in the US until the year 2030 and beyond. So I'm talking about these 550 unit multifamily properties, small RV parks, self-storage facilities, and mixed-use buildings. These are properties that are too big for most single-family investors. They get overwhelmed with the idea of it, but it's too small for big institutional buyers. You see, these assets are the sweet spot. And the reason this is a gold mine is very simple. The owners have usually held the property for 15, 20, sometimes 30 years. They've already made all their money. They've often ready to retire, and they just want simplicity. They want to move on with life. And when they sell, they care about income and minimizing taxes more than they do getting top dollar for their property. They're not trying to squeeze every penny out of it. They're trying to move on to the next stage of life. So, for example, one of my students, Vera, bought a 20-unit apartment complex in Dallas, Texas, from an older owner who owned the property for over 25 years. The seller wanted steady income, not a lump sum. So Vera used our structure and created a seller financing deal using a 3% interest rate, so no banks were required, no credit checks, and she walked away with a property that cash flows thousands of dollars per month. And this is what happens when you negotiate terms instead of just price. And so here's the reality. Good deals are not on Zillow or on public listings. They're inside the conversations that you're having. So whether it's on market, off market, pocket listings, I don't care. The best deals come from making a connection. So here's the play. You spend one focused hour per day doing reach outs to sellers and brokers. You make phone calls, you send emails, you make broker connections, and you focus more on establishing relationships with the brokers and the sellers. Explain how you do business using the script that I can show you from our free community. And I teach students a simple 3-option letter of intent strategy where we make one offer that's a low cash out offer that's at a significant discount, or a seller financed offer where we give them their price, but on our terms, or our third offer, which is kind of a hybrid with a little bit higher down payment, but a lower sales price. And even if the seller doesn't accept the offers right away, you've planted a seed of 3 different ways you can do business. And so you follow up, you make a genuine connection, you stay in touch, and you ask, how are things going? And you'll be shocked how many circle back months later when they're ready to actually do a deal on terms that make sense for you. Because good deals are earned through conversations and are rarely found on listings or on your first phone call. It's just not the way it works. And here's the best part. You don't need a ton of money to begin with to find deals. But if you learn how to consistently find amazing deals, then a lot of money from capital partners will tend to find you. So step number 2 is to control the deals without using banks. So once you found a good deal, now it's time to control it without ever having to step a foot in the bank and grovel for a loan. This is where seller financing and private lenders come in. Think of it like this. So the seller acts as the bank for most of the purchase, and then a private lender covers your down payment, or at least a good portion of it. Let's say the purchase price is $1 million. You get the seller to carry a note for $900,000 at a 4% interest, and then you raise the $100,000 from a private lender for the down payment. Boom, there you go. No banks, no credit check, no endless underwriting, and now you control a $1 million asset with little to no money out of your own pocket. And here's a real example. So Pamela, one of our clients, found a 24-unit property where the seller was tired of managing tenants. They lived out of state. She offered 3 options: the low cash price, seller financing, and the hybrid. The seller chose the seller financing option, carrying an 85% note, and the purchase was for a 4% interest rate. So a private lender came in and covered the remaining balance. And that's the power of creative financing. And the amazing news right now is we're in the middle of what is known as the silver tsunami. So thousands of baby boomer landlords are retiring every single day and they want to move on. They're sitting on properties with little or no debt and they're ready to sell so that you can solve their problem. They want terms and they want out of having to manage tenants and toilets. They're older, they're retired, they're starting to have health issues. They want out of this hassle. That is why step two, controlling assets without banks, is where the game changes. So moving on to step number three, force the value and build equity fast. So now comes the real fun part. Operating and growing the value of your portfolio. This is where you're starting to really build some wealth. The first 1 to 2 years are all about stabilization. So you want to clean up deferred maintenance. You want to raise below market rents to the market level. You want to push that boundary. You want to improve the management and you want to cut any sort of unnecessary expenses. So you're turning what was a mom and pop property into a professional operation. So, for example, one of my deals in Arkansas had rents $200 below market. And so we updated the property, we improved the tenant screening process, and we tightened our expenses. And then in 18 months, we raised the net operating income, the NOI, by 60 grand per year. And so at around a 7 cap valuation, that's an $850,000 in value created. And not from just a market luck, but from better management and just a better way of doing business. And so that's how you manufacture or force equity. You don't have to wait for the market to appreciate. You can force appreciation through execution. So let's do some quick math. Let's say you buy a property for $1 million. You increase the NOI to $140,000 in a year. And so at a valuation cap rate, the property is now roughly worth $2 million. You've added $1 million of value. So that's an extra $1 million gain in just a few short years of work. And so that really isn't a unicorn deal. That's a textbook playbook when you follow the right steps of a value add strategy. So moving on to number four, which is to exit smart. You want to learn how to turn equity into freedom. So once the property is stabilized and performing, it's time to exit that deal strategically. And so you've basically got three options here. One is you can finance and just hold the property long term, pulling out some tax-free cash. Number two is you can just sell the property and just cash out your equity. Or number three, like the seller did on these financing terms, is turn the property into a note on a seller financing deal. All three work and each can change your life. They each have their own pros and cons. So if you refinance, you keep the property, you keep the cash flow, and you take money out tax-free to then redeploy into something else. If you sell, you realize your equity and you it into a bigger project, perhaps doing a 1031 exchange. Or if you take number three, which is to sell on terms, you can turn the property into a hassle-free stream of income while minimizing your tax impact. Either way, this is where the payoff happens. One really well executed deal could produce $1 to $3 million of profit in less than 5 years. If you stack two or three of those on top of each other, you're set for life. And that gives you optionality, that gives you freedom, and ultimately that gives you control of your time. And so let me be very clear here. This isn't about flipping your way to burnout. You don't want to run yourself ragged. It's all about using leverage, strategy, and patience to build assets consistently that will pay you for life. Now, here's the mindset shift that will make this all work for you. This is really important. Stop trying to save your way into wealth. You will never outsave inflation, but you can outinvest it. The sequence is actually very simple. You find it, you finance it, you fix it, and you exit. And you don't need to overcomplicate it. One deal at a time, 1 hour a day, and that's all it takes to change your trajectory in life. So think about this. If you do one great deal a year for 5 years and each one adds a few $100,000 to your net worth, you've built $1 million wealth faster than most people build a 401k balance. I've seen it happen with our clients over and over again. Students who start with no experience, no money, sometimes even bad credit, but they follow this process consistently. Over time, they start having conversations, they analyze deals, they make offers consistently, and they learn from real feedback instead of waiting for the perfect market conditions. And 5 years later, their friends are still thinking about getting started while they have collected checks from properties that they control. If you'd like to see my free deal scripts and offer templates, the exact ones my students use to land seller financing deals, you can join my free Real Estate 101 community. The link's in the description. It's how you learn how to find motivated sellers, structure creative financing offers, and turn these small deals into life-changing exits. This is how you retire in under 5 years. Not with luck, not with a trust fund, but with strategy, consistency, and one great deal at a time.